Coming up on Cedar Valley Today, Wartburg's quarterback is up for a national honor.
Waverly has seen an increase in different types of crime over the years.
And some Wartburg students choose to spend their semester abroad in an unusual way. This is Cedar Valley Today.
Hello and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Josh Voigt.
And I'm Tyler French. Many students take advantage of the opportunity to study abroad here at Wartburg.
Some of those students who traveled abroad have chosen to submit photos in a photo contest.
The Study Abroad Photo Contest allows students and staff members to look at all the fun places students have traveled to. Some students choose to go abroad for a semester while others only go for a May term. The first, second, and third place photos have already been announced, but voting for faculty's favorite and students' favorite is still open. However, today is the last day to cast your vote for your favorite. Two Wartburg students have a unique winter semester ahead of them. Cedar Valley Today's Corey Moser takes a look at more of their exciting adventures.
While the wall along Wartburg College's den currently displays photos from study abroad trips, two Wartburg students will be going on a little bit different of an international trip.
So Semester C is a study abroad program which takes place on the ship, and it's like learning around the world.
Sneha Mahapatra is now a senior at Wartburg College. 2 years ago, she had the opportunity to be part of the Semester at Sea program.
You travel in Asia and Africa and you end in Europe. So we went to 12 different countries spanning 3 different continents. We started in San Diego in the US and we ended in London. The idea behind it is that the world is your classroom.
Sneha shares what it was like to learn both on and off the ship.
So you take classes on the ship, but you just take classes while you're on the ship. When you're off the ship in the countries that you go to, you're free to do independent travel and, to go wherever you have to go.
As the fall semester comes to a close, students look ahead to the winter term. Namlang Sina and Elvis Matoya, the two students from Wartburg who will be participating in Semester at Sea, have a lot to look forward to as they explore by ship.
Well, I'm really excited to traveling the world, experience culture and living style. I'm hoping to bring back all of the knowledge and what I experienced to spread out to the community and hoping to change the world to be a better place.
Namlang and Elvis will be leaving for their Semester at Sea beginning January 5th, 2018. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Courtney Moser.
We wish Sheena and Matoya an enjoyable and safe trip while on their semester at sea. If anyone else is interested in this program, they can find out more information by talking to the Study Abroad office.
The Wartburg women's basketball team plans to make a return to the conference tournament this year. Basketball season is underway for the Wartburg Knights, and we go to Cedar Valley Today's Nathan Stephanie to see how the women's team is faring so far this season.
Last year, Wartburg's women's basketball went 25-3 and were the champions of the Iowa Conference Tournament Championship. And this year, they're looking for more of the same.
We've started 4-0, and we're excited about our start, but really looking forward to see what we can accomplish this season.
This year's team includes many of last year's players, 7 of whom are seniors playing their final season at Wartburg, including number 11, Katie Sommers.
So our team has no limits. We have high standards for ourselves, which I think will push us to be better than what we were last year. We have the potential to do something great, and I'm so excited to see what the rest of the year has for us.
This past week, Katie also joined the 1,000 Points Club.
It's a cool milestone, definitely. So I'm very humbled about that accomplishment, and I wouldn't have probably got that if it wasn't for the teammates that surrounded me.
The team hopes to hold on to their success for the rest of the season.
I think that we've got a really good group under them, and their leadership is critical into the development of those younger players, but we'll be good.
Be sure to catch the team in what's hopefully another great season. From Cedar Valley Today, I'm Nathan Stephanie.
After a win at Dubuque on Wednesday, the number 4 ranked Knights will play their next game tomorrow on the road as they travel to take on the UW Platteville Pioneers at 3 p.m.
Another Wartburg team that can't go unmentioned is football. The team is 12-0 going into the weekend, and a big part of that success has come from the arm and the legs of quarterback Matt Sasha. Sasha earned the Iowa Conference MVP award after an undefeated regular season, but he also didn't go unrecognized on a national level. His 2,500-plus yard, 32 total touchdown regular season was good enough for him to be named a semifinalist for the Gaiardi Trophy. The award is essentially the Division III version of the Heisman, with academic success and community service mixed in as well. Since those honors were announced, he has led the Knights to 2 playoff victories. He will also lead them into Oshkosh, Wisconsin on Saturday to take on the 3rd-ranked Titans for the Elite 8 game.
The UNI men's basketball season has gotten off to a solid start, and with the help of former Waverly Shellrock Go-Hawk.
I spent time this week with senior Clint Carlson to find out his basketball story. 5 seasons ago, Clint Carlson was leading the Waverly Shellrock Go-Hawks to a state championship and earning all-state honors for his work on the court in the process. Now, he is a 5th-year senior with an eye on getting the UNI Panthers back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2016. An avid fisher and gamer, Carlson has really enjoyed his time at UNI, but it was his first visit to the campus that really made him want to be a Panther.
Yeah, when I came on my visit, man, it was just a family feel. I really liked all the coaches. I loved the campus. I loved the players. Hanging around with all the guys. They really seemed like a family.
Carlson is currently averaging career highs in both rebounds and assists, but it's been his improvements in other areas that have been the biggest assets for this team.
What I've liked the most is he has grown as a person, every year. And right now, as a senior for us, his leadership, his communication, the way in which he's going about his business at practice every day, he's just doing such a good job. And the area that I think has made the biggest difference is he's playing a lot harder on each and every possession. So now when he says something, it really, the guys are going to listen.
Freshman Austin Fife is another former Go-Hawk on the Panthers squad, and he says it's the way that Carlson goes above and beyond that sets him apart from other players.
Guy that gets us jacked up, things like that, diving on loose balls, taking charges, does all the little things, and he's a big part of our team, and without him, I don't think we'd be where we are.
The Panthers were picked to finish 2nd in the Missouri Valley Conference this year, but if Carlson and these seniors have anything to say about it, they'll be bringing a Valley Championship back to Cedar Falls and hopefully getting their dancing shoes ready come March. For Cedar Valley Today, I'm Tyler French.
We now head back to Tyler for a look at your 4-day forecast. Tyler, how's it looking?
Well, Josh, it may be December, but it's still going to be a very warm weekend here in Waverly. It's going to be a high of 53 today and a low of 28. Going into tomorrow, it's going to sit around the same temperature, a high of 51 with a low of 30. Sunday, we're going to see a little bit of rain start to come in. 52 is the high, low of 48. And then going into Monday, we're going to see some thunderstorms start to roll in, a high of 56, low of 23. So good weekend to go out, to be able to go have some fun outside, but at the same time, it's going to be a little wet as well.
As small as Waverly may seem, the city still sees its fair share of criminal activity. Cedar Valley Today's Kaylin Mugler has more.
While Waverly may seem like a quiet town, certain crimes have seen an increase.
In the wintertime, I'd say there's fewer car burglaries generally, fewer bike thefts. Bikes aren't out as much, but maybe we have an increased number of car thefts then because people are looking for a warmer place to get away.
Along with an increase in car burglaries, Waverly has also seen a rise in sexual assault cases and homelessness.
Well, I can tell you that since I've been here, when I started nearly 20 years ago, homelessness wasn't an issue in Waverly. And in recent times, there has been a trend upwards in homelessness. The reasons behind that I couldn't tell you, but there have been a few more homeless people.
Police want Wartburg students to know their community is safe and protected.
Wartburg is it's a good school. It's kind of like a large high school. We don't have a ton of problems generally from Wartburg, no more so than from high school kids.
Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Kaylin Mugler.
Police encourage students to take action if they feel unsafe by calling the police department immediately, either at 911 for an immediate emergency or at 319-352-5400.
Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at another candidate running for the Waverly mayor position. Stay with us.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words. Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. The whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Thanks.
Welcome back. On Wednesday, we showed part of an interview that I had with Mayor candidate Dean Soch, in which we spoke about the upcoming election. And now it's the turn of incumbent Mayor Chuck Infeld. I interviewed him earlier this week. Have a look. In the second part of this two-part series looking at the mayor election, today with me is Chuck Infeld. Chuck, welcome. Is there anything unique about you that you think specifically qualifies you to be mayor?
Well, I have an ability to bring people together. And that's my lifetime work as in my working life. By understanding people, I have a understanding background. I have developmental background in people, and to understand people enough to interpret them in the best light possible.
To touch on the controversial, you mentioned the Green Bridge. I guess, would you have a personal recommendation as to what should be done, or what do you think should be done based on what you've heard with that issue moving forward?
I've had an opinion the whole time, but my job was to lead process so that we can reach a consensus. Originally, it was between repair and replace, but they're both vehicular crossings. Then we had a new thought come up, maybe we should just do pedestrian, so we had to investigate that. It wasn't maybe always fitting exactly into our budget, but we investigated it. What we need in Waverly is quality of life, because quality of life brings people to Waverly. Quality of life makes businesses want to expand or even relocate here. So the quality of life, hugely, hugely important. That's what causes the growth. So you need your parks to be at that level. We were named on my watch the #1 town in Iowa for young families. We were named the 4th best value suburb close to Waterloo in the nation. We're on a roll. We need people to vote for this continued energy becoming the special place that we call Waverly and Wartburg.
Once again, that full video will be posted on the Cedar Valley Today Facebook page, so if you would like to see everything Infeld had to say, be sure to check that out. Polls open December 5th at 7 a.m. To find out where you have to go to vote, go to the Bremer County website and look under the Elections tab, or follow the link below.
As we saw in our last Friday show, CVT's Sam Sides has been working with the service dog Victor over the course of the semester. This week he brings us one more segment for Retrieving Freedom Friday.
Hey guys, it's yet another Friday, which means it's yet another segment with this guy right here. This is Victor. I've been working with him all semester with Retrieving Freedom as part of my leadership class. And the last time around, we sort of looked at one side of the service dog spectrum, which was working with disabled veterans. So he was opening handicapped doors and just helping out with doors in general and passing through them. And this time, we're going to look at the other side of the spectrum, which is children with autism. Now, children with autism sometimes get stressed out a little bit easier than other kids. So a good stress reliever for that is the snuggle command. I'm going to have him get on the couch and show you that. Victor, place. He's a tired guy. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. So then I'll sit here, and this is a nice stress reliever for me as well. I'll get out a treat and lure him a little bit. Victor, snuggle. I'm not supposed to give it to him until he puts all of his body weight on me just like that. Good boy. And now we're just chilling here, snuggling. He kind of got off of me for a little bit, but that's basically the gist of that. There are many other commands that are applicable to kids with autism, and that one is applicable to pretty much anybody, so it's a nice stress reliever for anyone if they need it. That about does it for this week's segment. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.
After the break, we show you what's trending in the Cedar Valley.
And we may see snow in the next coming week. I have all that and more in your full weather forecast.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Here's what's trending in the Cedar Valley. The Cedar Falls Community Center hosts breakfasts at the North Pole tomorrow morning. The event will run from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tickets are still available and cost just $6 per person. Sausage, coffee, and stacks of pancakes with plenty of syrup will be provided. Santa and all his favorite holiday friends will be there to join in on the fun and all morning as well. Folk rock artist Levi Smith will be performing live at Sasquatch Jack's on Saturday, December 16th. From Mason City and with 17 years of playing experience, Levi incorporates an acoustic and percussive blend of originals and covers. His music is inspired by bands like Nirvana and the Beatles. He sings wholeheartedly about life through music. Smith begins his performances at 10 p.m. and admission is free. Now we're going to go to Tyler with the weather. Tyler, how's it looking?
Well, Josh, like we said earlier, it's going to be an interesting week looking at what it's going to be on outside. At 9 a.m. today, it's still a little cold, 33 is what it's supposed to be outside, but it feels like 26. But moving farther into the day, it is going to heat up and in a hurry. Just at 12 p.m., it's already going to be up to 48 and feel like 43. 3 p.m., it's going to be at 50, feel like 46. 6 p.m. as we move into the evening, 43, feel like 38. It's going to be partly cloudy all day, and then cloudy this evening. At 9 p.m., it's going to feel like 35, while the high is going to be 40 degrees. Moving on to the 7-day, today is going to be a very hot day for December weather, as well as all this weekend. Saturday, high of 50, low of 30. Sunday, high of 52, low of 48. Moving into next week, thunderstorms are going to roll in on Monday, high of 56, low of 23. While Tuesday is going to be partly cloudy, and we start to see that temperature drop a little bit, high of 35 with a low of 14. Wednesday is going to be sunny again, but the high is 26, low of 30. And then Thursday, partly cloudy again, high of 25, low of 18. So we might see some snow roll in. And after this break, we're going to have Corey Brandman join us to talk about Christmas with Wartburg. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Today begins the weekend-long Christmas with Wartburg concerts, and today we're joined by Corey Brandman to talk about the event. Corey, welcome.
Thank you.
So to start off with, how long have you been doing this for?
So this is my 4th year of Christmas with Wartburg, so it's been a part of my entire college career.
Been quite a long time since you started.
It has been, yes.
And how have rehearsals been going for this year's performances?
They've been going really well. I've been super impressed by the ability of all the students to memorize so quickly, especially with a homecoming kind of in the middle of October. It's been kind of full speed ahead since then, and we're all ready to go for the weekend.
What's it been like being involved as a student? I spoke to Dr. Nelson last week, but to get your perspective from it, what's it like being up there on stage?
It's, for me, it's one of those kind of defining moments of my year. I think it's kind of one of the highlights of being involved in the Wartburg music program. So I think it's just an opportunity to get to share our music with so many people, both in Des Moines and in Waverly, and to kind of have everyone, no matter what they're doing during this time of the year, share in the Christmas spirit.
And what is your favorite thing? What is your favorite part of Christmas with Wartburg?
There's so many things I like, but I would say my favorite moment is always singing Joy to the World. That's kind of one of our traditional pieces that we've performed in all of my 4 years, and the audience always stands and sings along. It's always just a really cool moment.
Awesome. And how have the rehearsals been, how have they been coming together? Has everything been coming together well? I mean, there's a lot of different ensembles that play in this. Has everything been gelling?
Yeah, for sure, Josh. I mean, the chance to get all those different ensembles together, we don't have many opportunities in the year to get, band and strings and choir all together, and it's been going really well. I think some of our best pieces are the ones where we're collaborating across all of those different ensembles.
And you had your first full performance on Wednesday evening, where it was an invitational for people to come and watch. Counted as a rehearsal though, right?
Yeah, so that counts as a rehearsal, but everything else about it is a performance.
And how are you feeling about the shows based off of that?
I'm feeling really good. You get to the point where you got the notes memorized, and all we want is an audience, and we want a full house. So having people there on Wednesday, I think, really helped get the choir and get the band and everyone where we need to be, and we're excited to present it to even more people this weekend.
Were there any kinks that you think need to be worked out based off Wednesday's show?
There were some very minor things, but to be honest, we'd worked out some of the major things we had to deal with ahead of time. So we feel very, very comfortable with where we're at, and we are all ready to go.
And did everything sound good coming together on Wednesday? I know there's a lot of movement, which will change obviously when you go up this afternoon to Des Moines, being in a different location. But did that all look good and gel well?
It did all look good. We were able to practice that a lot going into it. And then Des Moines is obviously a much different space to sing in. But to be honest, our movement all stays similar. The first thing we do when we get there is to get everyone lined up in the aisles, make sure we know where we're at. And after that, it all runs just like we do in Waverly.
Now, with the shows being all this weekend, what is it that you're looking forward to the most?
I'd say I'm looking forward to just sharing it with so many people that I enjoy spending my time with in the music program. Choir's definitely been the highlight of my time at college, and I just want to kind of just enjoy singing with the people that I get along with the best, and getting the chance to share that with so many people, both friends and family, and then people I don't know as well.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much for coming in today, Corey. The Christmas with Wartburg does go on this weekend, so you can catch that here at Wartburg on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be right back just after this break.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. The whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Next.
A group of soulful sisters is becoming a viral craze across the world. These nuns are rocking out like they just don't care. The group out of Peru called Sirvas or Servants is made up of 11 Catholic nuns. They travel far and wide to perform, and they have quite the following, viewed over 1 million times on YouTube. The nuns range in age from their 20s to their 40s. They say they're spreading encouragement and hope, one song at a time. The top 3 stories today. Wartburg's quarterback is up for a special honor.
Waverly sees an increase in homelessness, sexual assault, and car thefts,
while Wartburg students set sail on an educational semester at sea. Reminder that this weekend, Christmas Wartburg will be going on, as well as the Wartburg football team will be taking on UW Oshkosh in the NCAA tournament. Thank you for watching Cedar Valley Today. A reminder, this is our last show for the semester in 2017, but we'll be back next semester with more Cedar Valley Today content.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to stay up to date with Cedar Valley Today. Have a great holiday, Cedar Valley. We'll see you next year.